Guys, so we're going to do another tutorial here today, and this is Frankie.
Hey.
So you might remember Frankie used to swim with us. On the day still does. And anyway, so Frankie's going to be showing us some of the upper back strengthening exercises so you can do them on your own. First thing, he's got a flat sheet and Kona's, my dog's chew toy, in the center of the sheet. And what he's going to do is he's going to pop it through that door. So go ahead, Frankie. Open the door. He's going to pop that through and lay it over the top and then pull the door shut. Now, important safety tip here. You want to be pulling on the sheet in the same direction that the door closes. Okay? You don't want to pull on the sheet with the door opening up. And of course, he's checking it for security right now, which is excellent. Very good. Okay? Now, we're going to show a bunch of exercises. These are exercises we've been doing in the Zoom Drylands, but I've got some members saying that they need to be able to see it on their own time and do it. So that's what this is all about. Standard, Frankie's going to start with a standard default row, okay? And a default row is where he's going to have his feet together, okay? And he's going to pick his resistance by how close his feet are to the wall. He's going to fall back, and when he rows in, he's going to finish with his elbows about 45 degrees off his back. He's going to do a few reps like this. He's going to let his hands finish close to his ribs. But you can see right there, and I'm kind of walking around my landscaping right now. You can see right there how he finishes about 45 degrees out, okay? Frankie, let's switch it to a low row. Okay, so on the next one, let's go a low row, and that just means his elbows are going to move closer. Notice a change? He's going to finish with the elbows closer. That changes the muscle group a little bit, okay? But it is a good variation on the row. Okay, the next one can be a little bit awkward, but Frankie's going to do a high row. And this is where he'll lean back, and he's going to row, but he's going to finish with his elbows higher than his shoulders. So it gets a little shruggy on this one, okay? Kind of like that. I'm going to ask him to go a little higher. Finish up a little bit higher. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's a high row. So you have a middle row, which is what I also call the default. You have a low row where the elbows finish close to the ribs. And then this last one is a high row. Okay, good job, Frankie. All right, so Frankie, take a break. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and switch to the flies. Okay, and this is where we're not actually hinging in the elbows. The foot position is a stagger position. You want a foot back just because this one, if something gives or you lose your strength, you want to have a foot back to kind of fall back on. And what Frankie's going to start with is a T-fly, okay? And he starts, I'll come around a little bit, he starts in his finish position. And so what Frankie's going to do is he's going to fall back carefully and gently, okay? And then he's going to open his arms back up into a T position, and that brings him back up. So it takes the bicep out of the work, but it puts more work in the back. And any of you can see the benefit of how this can help your swimming, working this fly exercise right here, okay? I'm gonna have Frankie switch to a X fly, okay? He still has staggered feet, but his arms are gonna be low. So again, he's gonna start in his finish position. He's gonna fall back, go for it. He's gonna fall back like you did on the normal fly, and then he'll come up and finish low. And I'm gonna come around and catch a shot from behind on this, okay? But he finishes in a low X position. That's why I call it an X fly. Falls back, and then finishes in a low X position. Good job. All right, Frankie, let's go for Y fly, okay? So I'm gonna stay back here for this one. Same stagger foot position. Frankie starts in his finish position. He's going to finish up in a Y. Frankie, try to go a little higher if you don't mind.
Okay.
Finish the arms a little higher. I need to change the light there. I think the light's a little better on that. There you go. Just keep falling back, and then you finish nice, high, and wide. Hey, good job. Good job. All right, one more, Frankie. Good. Take a break. Take a break. Okay. Last one we're going to have Frankie do is a little more of a full body exercise. This is where we actually blend a squat in a row and a lunge in a row. So we'll start with a squat in the row, and Frankie's going to be doing a normal row like he did before, except he's going to put his feet out to a squat position, and he squats and rows himself back up, okay? So this is one way to get a nice full body work going. You do something like this for about 90 seconds, and you'll feel it, especially if you go pretty quick, okay? It's another way to also mimic a squat in the way that we usually would push off the wall from a flip turn. Frankie, after this one, show us the lunge variation, please. Okay, so it's the same thing for the rowing, but he's going to step back and row and come up out of the lunge. So good upper body exercise, but if you also find that you're weak in the squats or lunges, this is a great way to practice those with the assistance of the upper body. Okay? All right, Frankie, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good, Coach.
Excellent. That is a wicked 6-minute workout. All right. Notice that Frankie's got a sectional shirt on. Certainly hope we can get things back on track, start getting people qualified for sectionals again. Frankie, thanks for coming out, and
No problem.
see you back in the pool some point.
Hopefully.